Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I've been seeing all your comments on TikTok asking me for reviews analysis for this one, so today, it's finally happening. But before we get into that, don't forget to check this exclusive discount for it. You can find the link in both the video description and the top comment below. Now let's not delay any further and jump right into the details.
Let's start by delving into the insights shared by our first reviewer.
This reviewer has tried a handful of excellent gaming mice recently, but found this particular one to be in a class of its own. After extensive use, they can't say enough good things about it. The device is incredibly lightweight and glides so smoothly on their mousepad that it feels almost frictionless. A key feature that sets it apart is the built-in grips on the sides. Our reviewer noted that after getting used to them, other mice feel slippery and less secure in the hand. The flexible, barely there cable also contributes to this feeling of unrestricted movement. The buttons and scroll wheel were major highlights for this client. The main clicks are tuned perfectly, providing a solid tactile response without being too stiff, and they have never failed to register a quick click or caused an accidental double click. For our reviewer who rests a finger on the scroll wheel, its design is flawless. The tension for both scrolling and clicking is ideal, and the low-profile rubber texture provides an excellent grip. Their only minor critique was a personal preference for the side buttons to protrude a little more for easier locating by feel, though they stressed this never caused any issues in game. Performance-wise, the internals are top of the line, with a spot-on sensor and laser-actuated switches that ensure instantaneous, delay-free clicks. Perhaps one of the most appreciated features was the ability to use this mouse without any mandatory software. This client hates installing bloatware and was thrilled that this peripheral is essentially plug-and-play, with a DPI switch conveniently located on the bottom. While the brand's software is available for lighting effects, it's not needed for core functionality. Overall, even as someone who typically prefers smaller brands, this reviewer was completely won over by this mouse's pro-level design and flawless execution.
Awesome! Let's hear what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer, like many who came up in the early days of competitive gaming, remembers when a certain brand emerged, changing the landscape of peripherals. Back then, most mice were strictly for office use. This company took a bold step, recognizing the burgeoning passion for competitive gaming. While other brands have since risen to prominence, our reviewer believes this new mouse puts this original company back in the running. Instead of regurgitating marketing claims, let's talk about how this thing actually feels and performs. The shape and weight are perfectly balanced. While some may favor other popular designs, this client prefers a model that allows for palm contact as a pivot point, using a claw grip. If you use a similar grip, this mouse could be a game changer. The scroll wheel is exceptional. Absolutely no wobble, it's remarkably quiet, nearly silent, and the clicks are subtle yet firm. The weight is also light. The clicks themselves are different from what some users are used to. While this client appreciates silent switches, they acknowledge that some gamers prefer the loud, distinct clicks of certain other models. These clicks do feel a little soft, and it will take some getting used to. There are some concerns about long-term durability. However, with a softer touch, these switches may ultimately prove superior. Interestingly, the softer touch seems to make clicking faster. The reduced force needed to depress the buttons creates a more nimble feel, resulting in less strain and improved responsiveness. Finally, accidental presses of the side buttons are virtually impossible. While this reviewer enjoys the option of easy access for extra binds, those who are concerned about accidental presses can rest easy. The hypershift keys are a great addition.
Cool. Let's uncover what our next reviewer has to say.
This reviewer had quite the experience getting their hands on this mouse. I wasn't entirely sure what to expect ordering it, but I enjoy trying out different mice. Currently, I have a decent collection of popular models from various brands. All of them have their pros and cons, and I had been mainly using another popular mouse from the same brand before this arrived. This mouse is surprisingly small. I was taken aback by how thin and short it actually is. Thankfully, I have relatively small hands, so it doesn't bother me. It's designed to be ambidextrous, but what's remarkable is how naturally comfortable it feels in the hand. It's almost as if it isn't specifically made for either hand, which is quite an achievement. The left and right clicks are very satisfying, reminiscent of the other mouse I was using before, but not quite as light. The side buttons are nearly flush with the surface, but still provide that distinct, satisfying click that this brand is known for. In my experience, this brand generally has the best button feel, and this one is no different. The buttons are small, but that's understandable given the overall size of the mouse. One of the standout features is the cord. It's absolutely amazing for a stock cable, easily the best I've ever used. It almost feels like a high-quality, slightly stretchy shoelace. While I haven't had the chance to use this mouse extensively yet, due to its recent release, I can confidently say that it feels well built and should hold up well over time. I don't really notice the difference the lightweight makes, that's just marketing. However, I could see this working for you if you have wrist issues. It might be a bit small for palm grip users with larger hands, but I think it would be ideal for fingertip or claw grip styles. I'm overall very pleased. It's something different, fits comfortably in my palm, and I'd recommend trying it out, as long as you are able to return it if you do not like it.
If you enjoyed this review, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. Got thoughts or questions? Drop them in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.